the meeting to order, and we're gonna do things a little differently. If you would, join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our
Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Today was a good day to do that. All right, at this time, any personal business before the court not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the court. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. Mr. Harvey.
Judge, I don't want to keep you guys, but I did want to introduce Christy Burnett to you. As you know, we have some SB 22 funds the state gave us a couple of years ago, and we've been having trouble finding folks. Christy and I went to law school together. I'm not going to tell you how old she is. She was a year behind me in law school. I'll let y'all do the math. Christy has prosecuted criminal cases in this state all the way from Class C misdemeanors to capital murder cases for the last 30 plus years. I was able to briefly convince her to come to work and help us out with our criminal caseload, maybe at least until the end of 2026. She started October 1st. We already have some criminal cases lined up for her to try, and she's going to take part of my criminal caseload and handle it as her own to give me a little bit more time to handle the rest of it and take care of the commissioner's court and the other department heads and elected officials. So with that, welcome Christy. I'm glad she's here, and she's going to be an asset to the county. I just wanted to introduce y'all to her and introduce her to everyone because I haven't had time to get her around to see everybody. That's all I needed, Judge, unless y'all have a question.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Look forward to more dockets.
Yes.
That's all we need, Judge, is more dockets. With that, if you don't have any other questions, we will exit.
Where are you coming from?
Mineral Wells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to beautiful West Texas.
Well, thank you.
She's no stranger.
I have a family. My mother graduated from Snyder High School in 1960,
Okay.
and my grandparents lived here till we moved my grandmother to Abilene in 2018. But so I used to come here a lot as a kid.
Welcome home.
Thanks.
There's already been some folks trying to convince her to stay longer than 2026. I don't know if she's willing to, but at least there's been some discussion.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Wonder who that is.
It's not me. I mean, it is me, but it's other folks too. So
I'm pretty sure my elected days are over. I've done that a lot.
But you will be seeing her around the courthouse and probably in the courtroom quite a bit as we have some things lined up for her to go ahead and address while I'm working on other issues. So it should help free me up a little bit. And I appreciate the help. As y'all know, it's been a difficult task trying to find someone who is experienced, willing to come, and that I don't have to train and or babysit. And with Christy, I can just hand her a set of files and she will take care of them, and I don't have to give it a second thought. So appreciate it. We will get out of your way. Thank you.
Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Anything else on non-agenda items? We'll move along to increasing project schedule and staffing. Discussing the golf cart paths and the removal of. They wanted to get with y'all and discuss how that was going to be done, since that was not part of the bid. So when and where and how. So let y'all figure that out.
We're all about roads.
I think we're doing one tomorrow, aren't we?
We are,
Yeah.
no, yes, we will. We're just getting it finished up this morning with the AEP, and we'll start
Two
tomorrow.
of my guys are going out through.
Thank you. Yes. Hopefully get that out of the way and get back to precincts. Thank all of
There he
you.
is. It's Sid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I barely see you.
Where's Sid?
I was just gonna keep. I spoke to Doug a little bit. He said he was gonna be willing to help. Cody was wanting to get to it in the November or end of October, beginning of November. I just need help with equipment to get the concrete out and, taken to the dump. That's the biggest thing. We'll have a saw cut and, skid steer and probably a front end loader and dump trucks. We'll probably, I don't have a skid steer and I don't have the front end loaders. So we need the equipment to get rid of it.
We're gonna need a concrete breaker to break it up in manageable pieces.
It's about 4 inches thick. We've saw cut it before and it's pretty easy to get rid of. It's nothing like the entrance. I think the entrance is 16 inches thick, so.
It has rebar in it too, right?
Yes.
It does need to be pretty small chunks because it will bend the bottom of the dump trucks
Mhm.
when we put it in there.
In the past, Doug has put dirt in the bottom of his dump
We've
trucks.
done that.
Yeah.
But you gotta do it every time that you go and dump. That gets to be a lengthy thing.
The good thing is when we cut through it to do the irrigation, so they're only gonna be smaller chunks.
As long as they're not more than 3 or 4 feet, that's fine.
Yeah, they should be.
That'll work. Thank you. We've also have some 3/8 steel that we can provide to put in the bottom of your truck, so you're not having to do that every time. You just have to tack it in there till you get finished and then grind it back, ground the tacks off. That might be simpler than doing the dirt.
Y'all are doing this when?
November.
Y'all?
Well, I mean, this first I heard about it.
Yeah, me too. Well, I knew about the car pails, but that's first I heard about the taking it out, but
Yeah, I didn't know it wasn't in the bid.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Save the taxpayers some money.
how long is what we are taking out? I know kind of where it's at, but I don't remember how long it is.
Are you talking about where it's at on the cores? Is that what you're asking?
Just the length of it, what's gonna be taken out.
Really, it's just squaring up pieces of concrete and removing dirt and, because we have to prep it to get it 4 inches below the existing concrete.
Is it 10 feet, 200 feet?
Some spots are probably 20 feet. Probably the biggest is 30 at most, 30 by 30. It's not big pieces by any means.
No, but the length of,
Yeah.
you're doing a half a mile total.
I'd have to look at the,
We can find out from you later.
Yeah.
I was simply curious.
I mean, if we got a couple of y'all, I think we can get it done in a day, easily.
Good enough.
The reason I asked about the concrete breaker, I've got one personally, and we need it, we'll take it out there.
Wouldn't hurt to bring by any means.
Well, we will see what we got and go from there.
Anything else under precinct project scheduling, Steffi? Draw out this more before we get to the next agenda item? Which I really don't want to get to.
We can't say no.
Court to discuss and consider the resignation of Senior Center Director Tammy Quick effective December 31st, 2025.
Yes, sir.
That is, that one's hard to swallow, Tammy.
It is.
It is hard, but it's hard for me, but it's time.
I know it is.
It's time.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
you've done a fabulous job with it.
Really can't express. And I know you can't either, so.
So if we don't have anybody by December 31st, you'll have to keep working. Right?
She's been training on someone for the last year, right? Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the right person will come. The senior center was fine before I got there, and it will be fine after I leave.
There's always somebody
There
step
is.
up, seems like, so.
There is, yes, the good Lord will send the right person.
See, I know where you're gonna be, so I can still.
Yeah, you can have, red door.
We may have to pray that Our Father prayer again.
Well, he did it and I'll make the motion.
Reluctantly, we want to accept the resignation of Tammy from the Senior Citizen Center. And we just want to say thank you so much for all the work that you've done and for the people that you've served throughout your tenure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Second.
And I'll just add to that, not only are you a great director of that department, you're a great friend too. I appreciate
Thank you so much.
everything you do.
You've done fabulous with it. You'll be missed, I assure you.
Thank you.
Not a nomination, a motion and a second, all in favor reluctantly.
No, we can do a nomination right quick.
Well, you could. All right, let's discuss the timeline for posting a job description and accepting of applications, timeline for conducting interviews and matters related thereto. I would say that we post that today or tomorrow.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
And do we want to post it through? How long do you want to post it? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? A month?
I would think at least 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say a month.
A month wouldn't hurt. It's not gonna be that easy
No,
to
it's
find
not.
someone.
No, it's not.
All right, so post it through November 5th. That's about, or 4th. And then, well, why don't we post it through the 31st, and then on the 4th, we have Commissioners Court, and we can look at the applications on the 4th. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, so. And we'll look at the applications and then,
Set up interviews.
yeah, set up interviews. We can't on the 12th. Do you want to set up interviews for that week, the 6th, the 7th? Or do you want to wait?
I'm good.
Are you gonna be able to do that with the timeline? With postings?
I believe so, yeah. Because if we post it through the 31st, accept application,
No, I mean
applications.
your meeting posting. With this 3-day requirement
Yeah,
now?
right. Yeah, the timeline doesn't work out. So I've got a holiday on the 11th, 12th is county court, and then I have a meeting on the 13th all day. So that leaves the 10th or the 14th that week. The following week, we have the 17th, the 20th, and the 21st. And the 21st is probably not going to be available. It's going to be a little bit cutting.
You said the week of the 10th would be available.
3 days out of that week is a no. That Monday or that Friday, yes. The 10th or the 14th.
There's no reason we can't do it 10th and 14th.
Yeah, if we did it, if we came out of Commissioner's Court on the 4th with the, who we want to interview, we could interview on the 10th. That would give us the timeline to be able to post the agenda.
We'll give you
Could you tentatively put with the expectation of looking at the interviews, looking at the applications on the 4th in court and then going ahead and posting to do interviews when you post the agenda for the court, and then that way you have your days already
Yeah.
set, you've met the 3-day.
Yeah, we could post it on the same day, the 29th,
Mhm.
and then we could do the 6th.
That way you can go ahead and do them that same week, but you meet the legal requirement for the posting.
If something comes up, we can,
Move it back.
Yeah.
I like November 6th best. Y'all good with that?
get with that.
Okay. So I'll make a motion that we start accepting applications or post today, accept applications through October 31st. Look at applications on November 4th, and then interviews on November 6th. All in favor? Thank you, Tim. All right, 4-H Youth National 4-H Week. Let me find that. I know where it is. We have Rhonda and Derek and a whole crew of familiar faces.
I don't see anything.
Is that okay for them? Can y'all see
Absolutely.
them? They're just gonna make a short presentation
Okay.
to y'all if y'all have time to get started.
Do
Judge Hicks, Commissioner Scott, McCowan, Mitchell, and Williams. Thank you for letting us come speak to you for a moment during National 4-H Week. I'm Blake Williamson, and I'm currently serving as this year's club president. On behalf of the Scurry County 4-H, we would like to present a few interesting facts and highlights about the 4-H program in Scurry County that shows the impact 4-H is making on us personally and on the youth of our community. Did you know that in 1929, Scurry County awarded its first 4-H Gold Star Award to Mildred Davis? This unique piece of history marks the beginning of our 4-H program in Scurry County. This year marks our 97th year of our Texas 4-H program in Scurry County, and we are just 3 years away from being a century old. Did you know that 4-H is represented by the colors of green and white? Green stands for youth, life, and growth. White symbolizes purity. All aspects of the 4-H program are helping members like me to grow through the projects I'm involved in and grow as a leader, all while maintaining integrity and respect for ourselves, others, and our community.
Did you know that Scurry County is home to approximately 120 to 130 youth that participate in 4-H yearly? We currently have 75 youth enrolled this year and expect to have 120 or more enrolled before the end of the year. Did you know that youth can continue to be active members even when they reach high school? We can even continue our 4-H involvement after graduation through collegiate 4-H programs. Hi, I'm Reese Williamson, and I am serving as this year's Sergeant of Arms. I am proud to be an active member of Scurry County 4-H, and I am excited that I have many more years to be involved in this program until I graduate high school.
Did you know that we have many leadership programs at the county, district, and state levels? Hi, I'm Alagos Video. I'm currently serving as a club secretary, and I'm starting my 3rd year as a Healthy Texas Youth Ambassador and my 2nd year as a My Plate Ambassador. Every year, I give 40 or more hours providing nutrition education at local schools, 4-H programs, and the community. This year, I'm very excited to go to Spain with the Healthy Texas Youth Program to learn about their culture, cuisine, and to tour the area. Since 2017, Scurry County has had ambassadors at the state level representing livestock, shooting sports, and Healthy Texas Youth ambassadors.
Did you know that the Texas 4-H Foundation annually awards scholarships to high school seniors ranging from $3,000 all the way up to $20,000? In 2025, for the first time ever, they awarded one $30,000 scholarship. In Texas last year, 227 scholarships were awarded, totaling just over $2,760,000. More specifically, in Scurry County, since 2019, 8 4-H members have received Texas 4-H Foundation scholarships, totaling a little over $135,000. Hi, I'm Maddox Fleming, and I'm building my 4-H resume through leadership, community service, and my project involvement. I'm hopeful that I will have the privilege of receiving the Texas 4-H Foundation scholarship my senior year.
Did you know Texas A&M AgriLife Extension offers summer internship positions? This past summer, we had 2 4-H alumni that served as interns in our extension office. They assisted with planning and conducting our 4-H camps, other 4-H programs, and making promotional 4-H videos. One of our interns is actually pursuing a degree to support a career through extension, and I personally think this is a great way to learn more about career opportunities through our extension service.
Did you know youth can attend summer 4-H camps that are hosted by our district and state 4-H center in Brownwood? This past summer, we also had 9 different county camps in Snyder that included fishing, outdoor grilling, food truck exploration, cooking, and sewing a veteran quilt. Camps are a pretty popular activity for youth in Scurry County. Approximately 81 youth attended 4-H the various camps this summer. Hi, I'm Hagen Williamson, and I'm serving as this year's Junior Vice President. Attending summer camps is one of my favorite 4-H activities. Someday, I hope to serve as a counselor at my favorite District 2 Junior Leader Lab.
Did you know that you can start in our 4-H program in kindergarten? In Scurry County, we have a Clover Kids program, which is for kids kindergarten through 2nd grade. They learn about the 4-H pledge and motto, and a hands-on activity that will help them learn about the projects that will be available to them once they reach 3rd grade. Hi, my name is Tatum Beck-Price, and I serve as the Clover Kids Youth Project Leader. I get to help them plan monthly meetings and teach them about the 4-H pledge and motto and lead the activity.
Did you know that the success of the 4-H program is largely due to the leadership of a multitude of volunteers that mentor, teach, and assist in leading our youth in 19 different projects? We are so grateful to have so many volunteers leading, teaching, and supporting us in all activities we are involved in through 4-H. As 4-H members, we also have the opportunity to volunteer and help lead 4-H projects. Hi, I'm Madeline Gonzalez, this year's 2nd Vice President. In addition to being an active 4-H member, I'm also serving as a volunteer and coaching a junior 4-H food challenge team. This is one of my favorite 4-H projects, and I've learned it's fun to see the other side of our program through volunteering.
Did you know that Scurry County 4-H is home to multiple champions on the state and national level? Scurry County 4-H is the proud home of a National Food Challenge champion team, 2 Great American Seafood Contest national teams, Grand Champion Steer at the Houston Livestock Show, Grand Champion Market Lamb at San Antonio, San Angelo Livestock Show Food Challenge champion team, the San Antonio Livestock Show Individual Food Challenge champion, multiple San Antonio Livestock Show shotgun champions, state photography judge champions, state food show champions, and a multitude of breed champions at major livestock shows throughout the state, as well as many state food challenge first place teams and the individuals advancing to final rounds. Hi, I'm Carson Graff, this year's 1st Vice President. I'm proud to be a part of a growing legacy in Scurry 4-H that strives for excellence in all of the projects and opportunities we are presented with. The opportunities I have had personally are to travel out of state to participate in the National Food Challenge American Seafood Contest, as well as many other state contests. They have all given me memories that I'll never forget.
Did you know that 4-H offers an outdoor education program that teaches wildlife education and outdoor grilling? Each year, District 2 has a fishing tournament in the spring and outdoor grilling games in the fall. Hi, I'm Oxen, and I like that I can continue my love of fishing through a 4-H activity.
Did you know that 4-H teaches respect, discipline, and mental focus through shooting sports projects? We have 2 disciplines in Scurry County, shotgun and archery. Both projects emphasize safety and respect with firearms. Hi, I'm Tess Campbell, this year's treasurer. I've been in the shotgun project for 8 years now, and I love to compete at our district trap and skeet contest and to travel to San Antonio for the sail shoot. I enjoy this project very much, and I am very excited that we have so many new members this year.
This year's 4-H theme is Beyond Ready. We believe that through the skills we are learning through our 4-H program, opportunities we've been presented to help us gain confidence in ourselves and each other to grow, and with the support and mentorship we have received, we will be beyond ready when we graduate high school to go out to continue our education and pursue future careers in our communities. Thank you so much for your continued and strong support of our 4-H program and our members, and thank you for your time today.
So I have a couple of things. You said Spain. You're going to Spain. When are you doing that?
Next summer.
And what are you gonna do there again?
We're gonna go to different shops and they're gonna teach us how they do all their produce and stuff.
Yeah.
And only 25 healthy textures out of like 300 got chosen.
Congratulations. That's gonna be incredible. And then the New Orleans Food Challenge, you know, to that? Talk about that a little bit, because that's been done before, but y'all went back.
Both of us went, we were on the team that made it. We had another member, but she's not here. So we placed first in the first round of the state contest, and it allowed us to advance to the final rounds. And that advancement to the final rounds, you automatically qualify for a national contest. And so the one that we qualified for was the Great American Seafood Cook-Off down in New Orleans. And so we got to go down there and we spent about 3 or 4 days down there. And we just got to like explore a lot of their like cuisine and everything. We even got to go to Drago's, which is the birthplace of the charbroiled oyster. And we got to meet the owner of the restaurant. And he kind of talked about his experience growing up like around culinary. And then we got to compete, and it's different than what we were used to, but it was really, really fun. And we were able to take home second place. So
That's amazing. That is amazing. And the shooting sports, I am so glad y'all do that. A respect for weapons is what we should all have, you know, and information about them. So I appreciate that.
I want to know if any of you are considering or maybe already are podcasting. I mean, the youth of America, those that aren't in 4-H, need your voice. Y'all are going to be the leaders of our future. And I feel pretty secure that we're going to be good. So if you're not doing that, I would certainly ask you to look into it, because I think y'all would be amazing in sharing the real life and the truth to other youth in our nation.
Scurry County 4-H podcast.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah. That's a great idea. All right, so before we do that, I'll do this proclamation. I need to change that to 2025 National 4-H Week proclamation. Whereas this year's National 4-H Week theme, Beyond Ready, reminds us that 4-H is building a ready generation in a world of change and equips young people with skills for the future while meeting them where they are today. Whereas 4-H is America's youth development organization, supporting 6 million youth across the country, and whereas 4-H programs are delivered by the Cooperative Extension System, a community of more than 100 public land grant colleges and universities across the nation that provides experiences for youth, for young people to learn by doing. Whereas 4-H is in every city and county in the United States and helps 6 million youth become engaged, successful, and independent. And whereas 4-H connects young people and adults to their communities, preparing them for work and life through their experiential and inquiry-based learning while providing emerging research for positive youth development. Say that twice. And whereas expanding from its strong agricultural roots, 4-H helps young people explore the world around them and grow into productive adults. And whereas supporting future leaders in science, agriculture, and community leaders is an important imperative for U.S. Department of Agriculture National Institute of Food and Agricultural 4-H programs. And now, therefore, I make a motion as Judge Hicks, along with our Scurry County Commissioners, to proclaim October 5th through 11th, 2025 as National 4-H Week throughout Scurry County and encourage all citizens to recognize 4-H for the significant impact it has made and continue to make by empowering youth with the skills they need to lead for a lifetime.
Second.
All in favor? By the way, this week, the courthouse will be green for the remainder of the week in honor of 4-H week.
Saturday we plan to,
Hmm,
Saturday we plan.
That is gonna be nice.
Well, thank you for y'all's support of our kids and our 4-H program, because y'all are great supporters, and without y'all, we know that we wouldn't get to do this, so thank y'all so much. And letting the kids come and speak to y'all.
Of course.
Anytime.
Anytime.
And we have a token for y'all if y'all want it.
Yeah, y'all put all those right here.
I can listen to all
I have to make one. Thank you.
I'm good.
It's still warm.
While we're here, we'd also like to show our appreciation to Tammy Quick. Tammy, we work hand in hand.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you so much.
Well, I don't know that I'm the mother that needs to do
Podium was a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, I made sure Dan was like this.
Perfect.
Was it Wilson from Home
Yeah,
Improvement? Yep.
Well, thank y'all so much. This was a great presentation. We appreciate y'all.
I make a motion for a sledgehammer.
She's nicer than you. Bear with me just a moment.
All the judges getting ready for the next item. I don't know if any of you younger guys have actually, surely you have listened to Charlie Kirk on YouTube. I am Charlie Kirk, and what an amazing guy. And you would be great in following his footsteps in your podcast. I know that a lot of you guys are going to do that. And there's so much truth that needs to be brought to our young people in this nation that's not being put out there. A lot of lies are. And so just so glad that you're here and that you're part of our community and a part of our national community, because you're everywhere. Thank you for that.
Now we will go to the TEEA, Texas Extension Educators Association Stargazers Club. Its presentation, and if you don't know these ladies, you are missing out. They are the sweetest ladies in town.
Well, this is a small part of our, very small part of our Texas Extension Education Association. And so Texas Extension Education Association, LAP 4-H, has been in Scurry County. We can track our efforts back to 1922. And so we're a very long, outstanding part of our community, and they assist Agrilock Extension with our educational outreach in our community, and service is a huge part of what these ladies do in our county. We recently had our state conference, our state TIA conference in Abilene, and each year we turn in an annual report that shows the amount of time that our ladies spent volunteering within our 3 program areas, and that's TIA, 4-H, and our community involvement. And so this club in particular, I've seen it grow since I've come to Extension, and they have really just exploded in the education that they're helping us provide and also the service that they're giving back to our communities. And so we have a big check presentation. We have the dollar figure value, and this value is calculated in hours spent, miles traveled, and monetary donations back to our community. And it's a pretty large check that exemplifies what we're doing and the work we're doing. Just a really quick recap. The total donated back to our TIA Association is $34,286. 4-H in contributions and volunteer service is $12,596. And our community and other areas is $52,431. So it's a total of $99,514 back to our community. And we have 11 members. So you can tell by 11 people, that's very busy. So they're very busy, and we appreciate them so much. We appreciate them. I think it really was neat that it aligned that our 4-H kids could be here the same day as our TIA ladies, to see them recognized as well, because I know the kids appreciate what y'all are doing for our kids as well. So, and we thank y'all for your support. Is there an extension of ours?
I'm really glad they brought some trees.
I'll share. Jeff might not share, but I will.
We should have brought you some.
So this is our check presentation. So I don't know how you want to do the proclamation, or thought we might get a picture presenting.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the proclamation. Whereas the Texas Extension Education Association of Scurry County believes strong families are basic to the well-being of Texas. And whereas they have education programs that address critical needs impacting Texas families and communities. And whereas they see education as a lifelong learning process. And whereas they believe volunteers and opportunities for volunteer development are important. And whereas they develop leadership that offers opportunities for personal growth and development. And whereas cultural and ethnic diversity in programs and memberships is present. And whereas global awareness is recognized. And whereas the Texas Education Extension Association cooperates with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service to attain mutual goals. And whereas October 5th through the 11th, 2025 is Texas Extension Education Association Week in Texas. Now therefore be it resolved and approved by the Commissioners Court of Scurry County, Texas, to hereby proclaim the week of October 5th through 11th, 2025, Texas Extension Education Association Week in Scurry County, Texas. And I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Y'all want to do a picture?
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Where do you want? Y'all come here.
Y'all go come over here.
Yeah, maybe this way, so we can do that.
You're kind of there. Yeah. Yes, that's perfect.
Can you see?
We scratched enough, Chad.
Yeah.
The chair, push it out of the way. 2 random chairs around the picture.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, and 3. I'll send it to you.
Yes.
We need to find a place for this then.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Ron. Leave that in there for criminal.
Thank y'all so much for getting
Thank y'all,
dedicated.
y'all, appreciate y'all so much, all of y'all.
Just so you know. Start looking.
Have some back at school.
They really wish y'all would have taken a little longer. So that would have to go. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, court to discuss and consider Cogman Memorial Hospital agreement. Jason, would you like to talk to that one?
Up there, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, oh, just threw off Commissioner's Court.
I didn't say anything all week.
That way people watching can see the back of your head.
So this is a ambulance transfer agreement between us and Cogdell. And basically every time a new CEO from the hospital comes in, we relook at, revisit, reword, and adjust if needed, the agreement. We also have another agreement for supplies and other issues that are kind of tagged on the back of that. And so I guess when Ella took over, it was required that it go through Commissioner's Court. And so we just bring in, talked to Colin, we had a meeting about it. And, the new CEO, and he's agreed to it and signed it. And so we'll bring it in front of y'all again, something that you've seen in the past.
I think it's the same story, isn't it?
I make the motion, we approve the agreement between Scurry County EMS and Cogdell Memorial Hospital.
Any other questions? All right, all in favor? Thank you.
What does the other guy look like? What does the other guy look like?
The other guy. Oh, I won, let's just say.
I can see that, not a mark on your face.
All right, discuss and consider the next steps for the annex doors. We did not get any bids on that, so you want to have Todd reach out to who he had reached out to before and get another price from them. And
Yeah, because I mean, if we didn't get any bids, we can do what we want to.
what kind of doors are y'all thinking? Do you want him to get quotes on?
Well, I think, as we discussed in court, they need to be the sliding ones like on the first floor. And the reason is there's not much room between them doors. I mean, if there was more room, there would be, but you can't get both sets of doors open to the outside. And that's my opinion, and I've seen people struggle. They love the new ramp and the parking, but they still can't hardly get in the building unless somebody has to see them and helps them. So,
And so the inside doors couldn't open to the inside if we changed them?
I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be something that would take a lot of the cost out of it.
It would.
If it's possible to do that.
Right.
If we could talk to someone that actually installs those and just see if that is possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Well, I don't know, but with
Fire code might keep you from it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's something on the outside.
Yeah.
So couldn't you just take them out?
Well, that's on the north side.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
the north wind coming in could be a problem.
I was talking to Joe about that recently. One of the issues we're gonna come across is that there is no header across there. And the action of the doors, whichever way we go, is gonna cause that whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, not only are you gonna have to do
You'd have to
something with the
install it.
swinging doors, you'd have to build a header across there. So, I'm not sure what that costs.
So let's find out from the fire department if there is that rule is still in place or Are you sure that it is there? You can assure
I'm fairly confident.
that it is?
Yeah, because, when they open in, people will pile up against them.
Right.
Yeah, they're not open them.
Right.
Whereas if it's the other way, they just push.
Gotcha. So they don't make a door that will fail if you push on it?
No,
I don't know.
I would assume
Yeah.
that somebody makes one that would
We don't
force
know.
in.
I don't know of any, but
No, don't these doors, what about these doors that are sliding? I think you can force those out.
I don't know enough about them.
Yeah, well, we just need an expert to let us know.
Yeah, somebody that actually does it.
Yeah.
So,
But I'll get Todd to look at that.
Okay.
And you want to have him look at both? Good. Anything else on that?
I don't have nothing.
All right, let's discuss the 2026 retiree insurance renewal. I'm gonna let Misty.
I'm okay here. There was an increase, and if you see the chart right there, it's the age groups. So for the 65 through 69, there was 51.23 increase. Then it's 61, 21, 7201, 8201, 90, 51, and 9458. Their prescription also went up, not as much as the medical side of it. Insurance is hard, y'all. Very, very hard. I will say that I have some concerns, just for the future. And even for the employee side of it, our deductible, I mean, like what we pay versus what everyone else pays is getting wider. And insurance is crucial to us all. I worry about, honestly, future courts saying that they don't want to take the increases on and what it could do to our retirees. If a court does come in and say, no, we're not going to take that increase, and then we have a retiree that is suddenly going to have a $100 increase. Those are conversations that we need to start having, and they are not fun conversations. I rather us, if we had to, increase a little at a time than some court come in and say, we are not going to do the increase. Because I know I couldn't afford $100 extra if you came and told me that my insurance was increasing. So those are just conversations we need to start having. I don't think we need to have it this year, but going into next year, I do think we need to start having conversations. Our insurance is not getting cheaper. So we need to figure out how we're going to sustain what we need to offer our retirees and our employees, but still making good decisions that is going to last us as a county in the future financially and with those burdens. So that is not a fun conversation. At all.
On retirees or current employees, it's coming. I don't care how you slice it.
It is coming. And I don't want it to be a chunk at one time to any one person.
Right.
Because that's not good for any of us.
Yeah.
So with the numbers you sent me, the current that we pay out is $25,497.
Currently, that's
94 cents.
the total for, yes.
The increase monthly would be $30,343.40, which is a difference
Roughly, yes.
$48.45.
Yes.
$4,845 a month, which is about $58,000 a year.
So those are, however, I think that we just need to start looking at how things are going to affect us in the future.
Yeah, because it ain't going down.
No, sir. It is not.
But you also get people that retire, give their life to Scurry County.
Yes, sir.
How do you not support them a little bit when it was there.
I'm not, yeah, I know, I
Oh, I
agree.
know,
We need to
but I'm-
support what they give
Yes.
to us.
Yes, we do. That's what I'm saying.
But this court wants to support them.
Yes,
We
right.
don't know if a future court wants
You're
to
right.
support.
You're right.
You know what I mean? We have to look at, we have
Well,
to
you gotta look
start
at
getting
the
a better,
financial
clearer
side of it.
future. Yeah,
As far as, because it's ad valorem taxes that pays it. Everybody pays it.
yes, sir.
But I don't,
So on employee only, on the Blue Cross Blue Shield, am I understanding this at $444.16 is what the county pays and the retired pays $698.76?
Yes, sir. When they're on Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yes, sir.
Is that a month?
Yes, sir. When they retire before age, which is 65, then yes, they will pay the $698. We have one that has employee and spouse, and on the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan, until she can get the county choice and Medicare, she pays the $1589.76.
wow, that kind of squashes retirement.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, that's a limit most retirees can take.
Don't
Very
want to
true.
retire before 65 for sure.
Right.
No, if you retire before 65, it is, yeah, significantly more.
Well, I don't even remotely think we ought to not support the retirees. But Misty, you're right, that conversation is coming sooner or later.
Yes, sir.
When you look at the employee side of it, we got 2,500 deductible now. And maximum out of pocket's what, 45 or 35?
Is it 30? I think it's 45 because we
I think it's
increased it.
45.
Yes.
But, I mean, that's a chunk.
It is. Yes, sir.
I mean, like I said, I'm not even remotely in favor of not supporting our retirees. So I just, I make a motion we approve the 2026 retiree insurance renewal as presented.
With us eating the difference, with us taking, are you approving it with the new rate or the current rate?
Well, I was doing all current rates. What you have here?
For the new rate?
The new rate.
Yes.
The new effective rate, so you want them to take the increase?
No, we're taking it.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Okay, that's why I was like, I don't think they should take $100 increase.
No.
Okay,
That's
I'm sorry, I
that's what
misunderstood.
Well,
Thanks for clarifying.
Yes.
I should have made it pointer, but, right.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor? Uh, 2026 Texas Indigent Defense Grant Resolution. We have to do this one every year. They actually increased the amount we're getting this year. It's in the $30,000 range instead of the $24,000 range.
Nowhere near enough.
Nowhere near enough, no.
But I guess we take what we can get.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't say no.
However, we did find out that if certain reports are not submitted in a timely manner, the grant will not go through. So we have to make sure that the reports from other offices are submitted on time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it make the motion we approve the 2026 Scurry County Resolution Indigent Defense Grant Program as presented?
Okay. All in favor? I'm going to move down to number 17, court to consider Scurry County Appraisal District Board nominations. So, we just did a nomination, Tyson. Like I said, I don't know him very well, or I don't know him, but, I have no opposition to that. So, in talking with Beverly over at the appraisal district, I have a clearer understanding than what we had before of the nominations and how that works. So each board member serves for 2 years, 2-year term. That expires in October. So you have to nominate, they have to be nominated again. So we made a nomination of Will Collier previously, and I think Shane Smith was nominated previously. Neither one have been nominated for this next 2-year term. We nominated Tyson for this next 2-year term. So they would have Ryan Grady, Rod Partain, and Tyson on board. The other two have not been nominated. I'm not sure what the other entities are going to do. I've talked with them back and forth, and we have a better understanding of it now. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one of those entities the other day, and he had the same epiphany that I did, that you can't appoint more than one or nominate more than one. The way it was explained to us previously was you only nominate one. Each entity there's 7 entities, honestly, with 5 board members. So I'm not sure how that worked now that I look back. So my thought is, let's nominate them all, divide the votes up between them. Between the 5, we have 1,550.06 votes that we give 310.012 for each of the votes. And I don't know that there's another nominee. The school, Snyder ISD, might have a different one, but I don't know for sure.
Well, when Tyson was nominated and approved, Jason French was the other one.
Okay.
He's not willing to serve.
He's not?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he changed his mind.
Okay, scratch that.
Okay. So that was the thought. We can nominate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Will and Shane done a good job. I haven't talked to them, but I can sure get with them both. If we need to, see if they'd be willing to do it again.
Yeah, I've heard through the grapevine that they are.
So,
And like I said, I don't know how long Shane's been on there. I know it hadn't been long.
right,
Will's on, I think he's only done a meeting or 2.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
he just got on it.
Yeah. So I'd hate to take that away from him.
I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, they're all good.
I'm just glad, that's something that we hadn't had in the past.
Right.
Because people that are willing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they get on it, they go to counting the days till they can get off. Seems like.
I like your proposal. They're all good people.
Yeah, they are. So need a motion to nominate Will and Shane also.
Okay. You want to nominate all 5 that we're discussing? Okay. So Ryan Grady, Will Collier, Tyson Price, Rod Partain, and Shane Smith.
I'll make a motion, we nominate
Those 5.
those 5 as presented to Scurry County appraisal.
And divide the votes up evenly between.
Divide the votes up evenly between them.
Second. All in favor? All right, here's the fun one. Discuss and consider flood damage prevention ordinance. So when we approved that back in May, I did not bring this to your attention, and I didn't think about it at the time. It slipped by, but yeah, you need to do a flood damage prevention ordinance along with that to be able to join the NFIP. Let me go to this. Where is it? A community that does not join NFIP after being identified for 1 year as flood prone has withdrawn from the program or suspended from it. faces the following sanctions. No resident will be able to purchase a flood insurance policy. Existing flood insurance policies will not be renewed. No federal grants or loans for development may be made in identified flood hazard areas under programs administered by federal agencies such as HUD, EPA, and SBA. No federal disaster assistance may be provided to repair insurable buildings located in identified flood hazard areas for damage caused by flood. I'm reading a lot today, my goodness.
You do.
No federal mortgage insurance or loan guarantees may be provided in identified flood hazard areas. This includes policies written by FHA, VA, and others. Federally insured or regulated lending institutions such as banks and credit unions must notify applicants seeking loans for insurable buildings in flood hazard areas that there is a flood hazard and that the property is not eligible for federal disaster relief. These are the requirements: enrollment procedures, criteria for land management and use, general requirements, compliance with floodplain management criteria, floodplain management criteria, that was 60.3. So looking at, I hope you all looked at this because it gets interesting. So there are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lots of pages of definitions. And then you get into the meat of it. And it's applies to all areas of special flood hazard within the jurisdictions of Scurry County. The areas of special flood hazard identified by FEMA in the current scientific and engineering report, which I pulled that up. And when you go to that page, the flood insurance study, FIS, preliminary in progress. So there's not one listed on the webpage. Of course, we're in shutdown, so that may not have been updated. But I can reach out to them and find out about which current volume, which title, the latest date, the index panel, and all of that. Latest firm or FBFM and firm or FHBM are essential tools for floodplain management and insurance purposes. They're detailed maps that show actuarial risk premium zones and are used to assign insurance rates based on the risk of flooding. Establishment of development permit, floodplain development permit shall be required for zones A1 through 30, A99, and these are flood zones. And then compliance. So if you're building one of these, you would have to follow compliance. Then you need to have a floodplain administrator. I was talking to Eli yesterday about how they do that, and I've talked to some of I've reached out to other county judges. One county judge said, the only response I got from county judges, one of them said that they had someone who was just titled a floodplain manager, but they had to hire somebody full-time because of the growth that they're having there. Talking to Eli, they have somebody named as a floodplain manager, but they use Hibbs and Todd to do all of their looking at verifying the permits and whether they're in a floodplain and whether they're building out of the floodplain, all the engineering stuff and all. And they do that on a fee basis. I talked to them yesterday. It's not a full-time thing, it's a fee that you charge, or the city or county or whatever entity charges the person who is bringing the application. They pay you, you pay them. So it's a pass-through basically. So you're not, the way he put it is you don't have somebody kicking the tires every time they want to look at doing a project somewhere. They basically would have to pay for it each time. And they found that if they pay for it, they're not going to just submit applications all the time. There's permit procedures. is all new information on mudslides. There's a variance procedure, and you have to have a board. Look that up. The Commissioners Court could be the appeal board.
That's a lot of wording just to simply say, don't build in a hole.
Yeah, but when Dan gets through, I'm gonna tell you what I got into last year. I didn't get into it. First outbill I would do.
Provisions for flood hazard reduction. These are the things that would need to be done. So all new construction or substantial improvements that would be designed and adequately anchored to prevent flotation, collapse, and lateral movement. All new construction or substantial improvements shall be constructed by methods and practices that minimize flood damage. Whole list of them. Specific standards for residential, for non-residential construction. Manufactured homes built, and these are all building in a floodplain. It's not just anywhere in the county, it's all in flood zones. Recreational vehicles. Goes into that. Subdivisions. We haven't done a subdivision ordinance. We follow the state on the subdivision ordinance. Shallow flooding. All kinds of interesting information. So one of the biggest issues I was having was finding the flood sirens. And I finally found it on FEMA. There is one of them that's over by Baby Thomas. That is south of town. And when you look at the cities, you can, it'll go to the city limits. When you pull up any other flood maps, all you can find is to the city limits. You can't find anything outside of unless you go to the FEMA website. And that took me a long time to find. It's just kind of hidden up there somewhere. That's the northwest part of the county. So we have areas that could be prone to flooding. There's the cities. And they are a part of NFIP. I was hoping Jay would be here, but he is behind the county joining the NFIP as well. There's another area that is on
Who is?
South, Jay Callaway, emergency manager.
Yeah, well.
There.
Makes sense.
I got a job for him.
Is this all because of what happened in Kerrville?
No, this is something that, a background on it, been looking at it for
He's not here today.
2 years at least into joining NFIP, and every time I would reach it, it's been longer than that because Texas Board of Water Development, I've been trying to reach out to them and get assistance, because when you go to the NFIP application, I thought, I'll just go on there and, the court said, yeah, we can do it, and look at what the application looks like, and it is insane. There's information that none of us are gonna have. We're not gonna know this information. And so,
ChatGPT does.
who does everything?
They know.
Yeah, whether they do or not, they know.
It's terrible. Anyway, I looked at that application and it was a disaster. There was no way I had the time or the ability to fill that out with the information that they needed. So,
All that being said, if we don't do this, something happens.
we will be like Kerrville,
Yes.
where we'll have a legislative meeting here.
Right. Because what I was gonna tell you, what I got into is last year or year before, a lady bought a house and she called me and said that her insurance company wanted her to have flood insurance. And I kind of knew where it was at, so I found out, sure, I went out there. Look, it's sitting on top of the hill, okay? they were requiring her to have flood insurance. So that FEMA's where I got the floodplain, and it wasn't anywhere close to that. And I met with her and the insurance company, and I said, we are right here. We're nowhere close. I said, that's a requirement you can't make. They finally backed off of it, but they just said, you gotta buy flood insurance. That's have to get them.
Was she able to buy flood insurance without us being in the FIP?
They said they could sell it to her, but, like I said, when it's all over, she wasn't in a flood zone.
Right.
They still require her to have the insurance.
No. But they didn't do their due diligence.
Exactly, right.
They were just saying, basically, the Scurry County as a whole was a flood zone.
Just protecting themselves.
Exactly. But they backed off of it. But, you know, some people that don't know to check.
Right.
They just.
Our banks are the same way.
They panic and just, well, you gotta have this, you gotta have that, especially after Kerrville. But I hadn't had one since then, but. So.
When you look at the maps, there's not a lot of flood zones, but there are some flood
There's some.
zones.
Is there a flood zone at northeast corner of 1611 and 180, West 180?
Sixteen 11, West 180. That's right by the old cotton gin. Yeah.
Seems like it is.
You know what,
I mean, ask ChatGPT.
no, because I have that map. I looked at that a little while ago.
Our grok. Gonna solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And create a lot.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna do.
Very small. So, I actually looked at that earlier, honestly. Where you're talking about, if you can see that. I should have brought my mouse. Right there. There's 180 and 1611, and you can see on the south side there, and it cuts across that corner and then goes up on the northwest side of 1611.
And they're not all wrong, because everything right there stands of water when it rains a lot.
It does.
But that's the only area of that.
That doesn't affect the highways or nothing. So you need a motion for this then?
Is there any more discussion?
Are you gonna include an administrator in that motion?
We do need an administrator.
Okay.
Who's not here that we, in this room?
You didn't hear that.
Emergency management coordinator.
Yeah, go on.
Melody's not here.
I don't know. So really, what they would do is maintain and hold open for public inspection all records pertaining to this ordinance. Maintain for public inspection, and furnish final request for the determination of the applicable flood insurance risk premium rates within all areas. Review permit applications, review, approve, or deny all applications for development. Review permits for proposed development. Obtain, review, and reasonably utilize any base flood elevation and floodway data.
It's our full-time bill.
And well, yeah, like I said, the city has someone named as one, but everything goes to Hibbs and Todd.
Okay.
So, really the main thing this person would do would be to maintain the permit, or, I mean, get the permit applications and, keep the ordinance.
Feel like something for Jeremy to do.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I get a lot of the calls anyway on, and y'all do too, on if there's permits for things like this, so I nominate you. No, I'm kidding. No, I was gonna say that, I can do it in my office. If it's not Brandy,
He's over here saying me.
not Brandy, no, but just as a temporary, until we get it all figured out, and put it together. And
That's your motion.
Yeah, well,
Second.
your motion.
okay. I make a motion that we approve the flood damage prevention ordinance for Scurry County and Hicks.
Just say county judge.
County judge being the administrator.
Last thing that is on here, going along with your motion, any person who violates this ordinance or fails to comply with any of its requirements shall upon conviction thereof be fined not more than, in here was $500. Do you want to leave it?
And give you the right to sign it? Does it have to be signed? I was thinking that was it.
This is just the certificate of adoption.
Okay,
So it's
so far,
ordinance
okay. Not the
adopted by the
application.
county, right?
Okay.
So is that ordinance then gonna be posted somewhere for the public to know? And where does the funds go if there is a fine?
Precinct 3.
I would think that it would go to the administrating of that, to the administrator.
And
If he's having,
it would have to go into a revenue.
yeah, we don't know yet what cost is going to be to keep this going with the permits and everything.
Fines.
So the permits also would need to go somewhere and the fines. Or do you want to say?
It would have, I mean, an account could be created, a line could be created, but I would just have to, like, it needs to be tracked separately.
Right.
So, it could be permits / fines for
Floodplain.
floodplain ordinance.
But what?
That's just like a trip.
No.
If you do, you send it to the thought, what they charge.
It's a different fee. He said you might have one it depends on what it is. If it's a home, you might be $500. If it's, say it's one of these, batteries that one builds in one, it could be a whole lot more.
So who pays that?
They do.
They do, okay,
They do.
okay.
It's a pass-through fee that they pay. And I'd send it to them and see what they would charge, and they would tell me, and then before I submit it to them, they would have to pay that fee.
Okay.
And what about a engineer for we're gonna, you said Hibbs and Todd, I'd rather
Yeah, I mean,
talk to others as
yeah,
well.
absolutely. That was just an example. So, I mean, we could,
Parker Hill has helped us greatly in the past.
Yeah.
So I'd like to.
Because you could, I guess, you give one, you could send it to whoever you wanted to.
I assume so.
you
But
know,
I mean, it would need to be a court decision.
Yeah.
Unless you want to let the administrator make that decision.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have
He's gonna have the emphasis on it.
he's gonna have the permit, so.
I just wonder if we're going to really make sure that our waterways are cleaned. We're not causing flood damage around those waterways.
that's another reason I want to get into this, is so that we can get some of the grant funding to be able to do that. If we don't have this in place, we can't
do
get,
Makes sense.
I'll put on the next agenda.
It gets deep, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll put on the next agenda to get proposals for, floodplain stuff, for this aspect. When do you want it to go into effect?
How soon can you ramp it up, Mr. Administrator?
Yeah,
I mean, you don't really know, do you?
where do they get
The permit and all?
You wanna get a month? You wanna go a month?
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
November 4th?
for this? Again, November 4th.
That's our November meeting.
Yes.
I've already forgotten all my motions, so I hope y'all remember.
Becky.
Becky, right?
Thank you, very much.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure she has.
Read it back to us, Becky.
One of
Down the side.
y'all, you seconded it, Jill, so.
We already have a second then?
Yeah.
All right. And if there's anything else that needs to be adjusted, I'll put it back on the agenda for the next meeting. We'll discuss it. All right, all in favor?
Lordy.
I knew that wasn't gonna be fun. All right, certified revenue.
We only have the one for the sheriff's office, prisoner keep, totaling $70,845.
Those are make the motion, we certify the revenue for the sheriff's office as presented.
Second.
All in favor? All right, line item transfers and budget.
Okay, there are a few of those. First one's line item transfer for the county clerk's office into education, $1,084 out of travel and records for staff training. Then there's the DA's office, other equipment under $1,000 or $497 out of equipment, $1,000 to $5,000 in office supplies. Then the adult probation auto expense, $900 out of copier supplies, cover expenses on their vehicle. Precinct 3 road and bridge, $700 going into capital outlay over $5,000 out of road material costs. Purchase a plate compactor.
Should be under 5,000.
Well, it's the 5720 line, but in the description, you put the capital outlay over 5,000, but it should be, equipment 1,000 to 5,000. But the 5720 is that line.
Oh, sorry.
So, golf course, pro shop, 2,300 out of clothing, office supplies, postage, operating supplies, advertising and promotional and utilities. Pro shop need more balls to sell. And then, there's two budget amendments. The first one is for the election administrator going into the annual, it's under her lease agreements, but she has on her annual maintenance warranty election cost, $20,457.83 is for the ES&S annual maintenance cost. And then the next one is ARPA, moving funds from our ARPA fund to pay for what's already been paid on the EMS building. For administrative expense is $12,317.30. For capital outlay, $1,903,542.33 for a total of $1,915,859.63.
So part of that is that, the day before our last meeting, I got a pay app. And then 2 days later, I got another one. So, that's why that's so high.
I make a motion to approve the line item transfers and budget amendments as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Accounts payable.
Accounts payable is $1,899,195.97. Of that, though, $852,335.93 is a Butler Cohen payments on the EMS building. Again.
Pay the bills.
We have no executive session, so we will adjourn.
Take the vote on the bills.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
You second it? All opposed?
I don't think we should.
Now we will adjourn.
Good
job, guys.
Good job.